I know. Here. Six. Furno, what's going on? Appreciate you, brother. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Be Patient community, man. When we're 5 minutes in. I will be doing my Isha prayer, my last prayer. So we will have an intermission. But hopefully we get enough people in here. We can, conversate, chat up. And let's get about 5 likes already. We up 5 minutes. Let's get 5 likes for 5 minutes of being on stream. I'm doing the Q&A. And also, after the Q&A, we'll We'll be reading the Quran, okay? Anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome. And if you're new to the stream, go ahead and let me know what country you chatting from. All right? Alex, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Go ahead and hit that like button and join the Be Patient community, man. We commute. I work out throughout the day. Do my workout, then I come right in, do a Q&A. I have a question up sometimes for non-Muslims to come in and, if you don't know about Islam, we're here to help. It doesn't matter what you want to do, you want to talk about. Uh, just as long as we keep it PG, we keep it respectful, we're not being disrespectful to others. Paid next week, so I'll be all right. Oh, what did I put? What's going on, Versace? I need to exchange with you some words. I need your contact. Sister, I can't, with sisters, you, you know, as a Muslim, I can't just give you my contact. Man. What's the matter? What's going on? Jack, I don't know who you is, Jack. What's the matter? I mean, it's just, it's kind of wrong with me against my belief to take that. You know what I mean? To take your brother. I don't know who you is. You definitely heading off this channel and timed out. this will be a good time to talk to me about it while we don't have that many people. I can't take contact. You know what I mean? I'm all ears. I'm here to listen to you. I don't want you to think that I'm not. I probably go. Yeah, host was letting me know. It's this ab workout he was telling me about that's like consistently that can help me to like burn. Cause I already know about Muay Thai and like conditioning and stuff like that. Because my cousin used to do Muay Thai and he did judo. He also did jujitsu, so he was in like 3 classes. But I had joined him one day doing this is off what we was talking about, but I just thought about it when he said Muay Thai. His Muay Thai coach showed him those workouts for the abs, but they definitely help to do that, and especially when you get a good when you get a good coach, a good Muay Thai coach, or anybody, you're gonna repeat what that coach has showed you. So that's one thing I felt like Host was getting me into, and I appreciate him for that. He was definitely getting me in there. Game. I'm the type of dude I take constructive criticism. You know what I mean? Um, what's your name? The Future. Welcome to the chat. What I do in my streams is I do Q&As. In this one, we do Q&A. I am a Muslim revert, so I also read the Quran. All right, I read the Quran. This is for clarity for the non-Muslims coming in. My Muslim brothers come in, so anybody is welcome to come in and ask questions, as long as it's respectful, it's sincere, it's you're being authentic about it. Definitely, that's the key. I want to make sure that we communicate. Everybody, welcome Future to new to the chat. If y'all can communicate with him and let him know what we do more into this chat, But if you want to have discussions, you want to know about Islam, rather than hear about it on the news or somewhere where you got Islamophobes, you got Zionists, you know what I'm saying? You got people that don't like Islam and they speak falsely about Islam. I just heard a day ago. I'm 2 days late, probably 3 days. I was 2 days late, but Florida made a law about Sharia law because there's apparently terrorists who make themselves out to be Muslims from Islam, and now we got the commissioner, the governor from Florida, speaking on that stuff, which is it makes me upset because not all Muslims are like this. You know what I mean? We get a bad rep because of what's going on in the mainstream, what's going on in propaganda. Uh, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair. It's not fair to us to go through this. BM, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, BM. But yeah, for my content, what I do is, I like to share information, knowledge about the basics of Islam, about you know, about my experiences of life itself. You know, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? We have passed about 12 minutes so far. So go ahead, hit that like button. I would like to see us hit about five likes so far. Let's get about 5 likes so far. Welcome to the Be Patient community, man. Right now, I'm taking Q&A questions, and also I'll be doing my Isha prayer in a few minutes. Godzilla, welcome to the chat, brother. The real Fasan, Philisande, welcome to the chat. The real. Sadia, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't be trying to expose me like that, bro. Y'all hit that like button. There's 11 of y'all in here. Go ahead, hit the like. Let's get about 5 likes so far right now. Let's get 5 likes, okay? Once we get about, let's say we get about 8 likes, I'm gonna read the Quran, okay? Versace's good, Anon. Versace's good. She's been coming here since. She's okay. Trust me. She just ain't been here in so long, but Versace's good. Yeah, yeah. She been here before. She's always been here. Unknown name. Unknown name. I ain't a chick though. I all I know is the basics, man. I can give you the basics, alright? That's what I can give you. I'm gonna eat the rest of this fish because you're not supposed to eat. Alright, we got 2 likes, man. Let's get these likes up. Especially the ones that's been on my channel before. Y'all hit that like, man. Hey, Anon, go ahead and post, put put up a comment so I can pin it. for like, comment, however you want to do it, and then I'll pin it for the chat. Ezra, welcome to the chat. Wa alaikum salam. It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Um, but like I was saying, man, I'm probably gonna pull it up. I hate to pull it up again because I didn't like what they were saying. I didn't like the falsification because what it does is people watch the news and a lot of them don't have a mind of their own to go and do their own research. And what they do is they see or they hear that, oh, he's a Muslim, oh, so he with the terrorists, and they have a bad rap on how they feel about us. They already given us this. This is what their story is upon us. They giving us this bad, harsh story about who we are as Muslims, and that's not it. You know what I'm saying? I'm only here to lead and practice what I need to. But this weekend, I definitely want to show y'all some. I want to do a reaction on that video. People saying things about jihad and what's in the Quran. I mean, do you really read the Quran, or are you misinterpreting what the Quran is saying? Just like half of the Christians do with their Bible, they misinterpreted what the words say. But clearly, Jesus says he's not God. You know, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, people don't follow their heart. They don't lead with their heart, bro. A lot of people do not lead with their heart, and it's ridiculous, bro. It's nothing we could do about it. And like I said, I'm not here to judge, bro. I can't. I leave that up to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. You know what I mean? We even got Muslim brothers and sisters that go through a lot and struggle and go through, you know, worldly struggles as well. You know, worldly desires. Sisters go through worldly desires, and they know the Quran in front to back sometimes. You know, they know things from the Hadith that I may not know, or a good Muslim or a Sheikh might not know. You know, a Iman might not know. So we can't judge people. So I try not to judge. I don't want to judge. I'm upset. I'm upset seeing that type of stuff. And what can I do? All I can do is continue to practice and return to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and also give the clarity about Islam that I've been doing. Oh, I got you, brother. I got you. Appreciate it, Ezra. Appreciate you. Once you read, you will be illuminated. The Quran is beautiful, and it will heal you from your ignorance. Absolutely, absolutely, Ezra. It definitely does, man. It's one thing I could say. Y'all hit that like button. We got over 12 people in here. Let's hit it at least 7 people. Like I said, I want to make sure we hit a goal of 8 to 7 likes. All right. I am in a minute. I am going to do. Uh, I am going to do my Isha prayer. All right. I will be back in a few minutes. But I know that y'all have short attention span. It's okay. It's okay. You can come right back. Come on right back to the chat when you see me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a question up. But right now we're doing Q&A. Give it about 5 minutes, and then we can. Then I'll go and do my prayer. But I want the algae. I said the algae, but yeah, I want the algae to keep going. So we'll definitely do that. I hope Hassan is all right. I'm gonna have to email Hassan and see how he doing. Appreciate that, y'all. Go ahead. Yep, that's what we're talking about. We got two more. Let's hit it. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get those likes, man. I want to keep that algae going up. I'm going to email Hassan too and see if he coming into the chat. I hope all is well with him. Check on algae. GV, welcome, brother. Welcome. I was saying the same thing today. I hope Broski is doing good. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to definitely let him know you asked about him too, brother. What's going on, Norman? Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the stream. If you're new to the stream, go ahead. You know, don't hesitate. You can come in, let us know where you chatting from, and what's your name, and you know that way we greet you. We greet well. We got a good hospitality in here, and we care about our people. Hopefully he hit me back. Hopefully he hit me back. We'll do 2 minutes. Let's hit that like button. Let's get it to 10 now. Let's hit it up to 10. Luna Patuna is probably in the room. She's in the room. She is in the room. Carlos, can you check my word in the second words? Yeah, I don't know. Wait, I don't know what you said. Who's Buddhism? I told someone called me Buddhism. She said Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, and I was genuinely surprised she said that. But it was wonderful that she said that. Said it. She knows everything about Islam. And why don't she go and follow? You know what I mean? Kind of, to me it defeats the purpose. Knows about Islam. She probably don't know as much. You gotta question her. I mean, don't. I ain't telling you to give her an interview, but it would be nice for us to know if you really care that much about Islam. You know. But she came into your stream, Osama. Must have came into your stream. Said she got another channel. Who got another channel? You talking about this Buddhist girl? Yeah, I hope that she become Muslim too. Absolutely. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. But if you can, man, talk to her, see what is stopping her from being Muslim. You know, if she know about Islam, what's stopping her? But again, just because somebody know about Islam or they could say that they know about Islam, doesn't mean they wanna come over. So again, we definitely can't force them. I don't want people to sit here and think that that's what we want to do when that's not the case. Definitely not on my end. But if you're interested, it makes me happy to know that. And I mean, she don't know everything about Islam. That's why it's good to, show her as well. You know what I mean? If you new to the stream, go ahead, hit that like button. Welcome to the Be Patient community, and don't hesitate. We out here Q&A right now, and then we'll get to reading the Quran, reading the Holy Book of the Quran. All right. Shouts out to all my brothers and sisters. Don't hesitate to get in the chat. Let me know what's your name and where you from. Okay. So I look forward to knowing who you are in the chat and knowing where you come from. That way I can just shout you out. All right. Got good people in here, so that's the main thing about it is we connect. You know, it's mainly more about this religion, about mainly about Islam. But if you need advice on some things, I'm always here to give you the best of my abilities. And also, you know, uh, could be anything, man. You know, even about fitness, about health, even about wealth. You know, a lot of people don't know what way to go when it comes down to financially. Let me put a question up. That way people can come through the come through. Oh, that's a good question. There we go. Good question for y'all to kind of, and this go for everybody. You know, non-Muslims, the Muslims. All right, what do you think makes a religion true? Okay, and I know y'all gonna find every way to discuss the way y'all gonna discuss of that. Okay, so I'm gonna go and go do my prayer, and y'all go answer that question. All right, think about it. If y'all can go amongst each other and have a conversation, that's good. Well, welcome, Jeffrey Dahmer. Hopefully, you ain't got no body parts in your refrigerator. Okay. All right, Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer. Just don't be disrespectful. All right. You know the rules, cause soon as you come in here, I have the rules for when you comment. All right. Ain't nobody got time for that. Don't start luring people in. I hope you turned over a new leaf, Jeffrey. All right. Answer the question, Jeffrey, if you can. You check. You check about what I said, Carlos. Not like it's another. You know. What did you say? Always forget. Like done. What are you saying, anonymous? Late in the day. I mean, the woman. I mean, only thing I remember you saying is something about the lady being booted. What are you trying to? What do you want me to see? Game. One path. That's true. Uh, all right, y'all. I shall be back. Who beat you to death? Come on, man. Come on, man. Nah, brother. No, you didn't. Don't try to blame that on the black man. I said before, Islam have more everything to we learn in the future. Anything, alhamdulillah, we Muslim. Carlos Muslim, you know. Yeah, yeah. No, I understand where you coming from. We are. You know, everything we learn in the future. Yeah. I think he tried to kill that dude. I mean, he tried to unalive the black dude, anyways. From what I heard, that's where Heinsberg is a town in the North Rhine, West Germany. It's a very boring place. Oh wow! And you have neighbors to learn about Islam. Carlos, right? In your city. To be honest, brother, Florida is it's kind of hard to be just to even be trying to give dawah in Florida. I don't think it's the best. This is a good time. They done already made a agreement that Sharia law not um is not supposed to be here. So that's what they think. They don't like. I mean, they don't know about the real Islam. They so stuck on the propaganda of Islam, the ISIS Islam, and those who you know terrorists. But you know, I don't know what information they really getting out of the Quran. Like I said, Prophet Muhammad didn't say what they were saying. What I heard on the news the other day from the Florida governor. I got words, but I want to keep it to myself because, again, like I said, I don't want to be demonetized. I don't want to get striked. Versace, what you talking about? Love, it's a key to understanding. What's up, oh 09? Oh 09, welcome to the chat. Go ahead, hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe, brother. Subscribe to the Bpatient community, man. I was in Jacksonville for 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago. For vacation? Huh. I guess, man. Yeah, we banned Sharia law, and everybody was happy in that place. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. They talk about the people that are not that come from these countries, and they don't have their um, what do you call it? They don't have their papers. I'm gonna just say it like that. And they come in the country, and they just do all kinds of things. He said he was trying to. I guess he was trying to say Allahu Akbar, and he said it the wrong way. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, it's so embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy how people are so ignorant. You know what I mean? They don't know because they don't want to know. And if you coming in as a terrorist or you coming in because you don't like the country, then he's gonna blame all of us. And that's just it's sad. It's sad to see that. You know that Islam is at a state where we are being looked at as the enemies. When I hear that, oh, this is what he stated in the Quran, the Prophet Muhammad, I'm just like, bro, why is they even talking about this? You know? But it is what it is, man. Nothing we can do about it. All I can do is keep giving the truth to the best of my abilities, giving advice to the best of my abilities, and just give my experience of, my story on how I became a Muslim and how it's making my life even better. Like I can't sit here and allow people or allow the government or anybody to make me feel down about how people misinterpreted or how people I can't even say it right, but how people judge us, how people look at us, how people look at Islam, how they look at Muslims. I can't get mad at that, you know. But I know that we have to protect ourselves, protect the Ummah, uh, and the belief that we have, the faith that we have. So, and as long as we all do it together, as brothers and sisters, we will stand strong, just like they did, just like back in the day when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to war and he had people protect him. And we go to war mentally, you know what I'm saying, in this worldly life that we live in, because there's a lot of hateful people, you know, and they taking this stuff too serious. This whole religion thing and separation, when politics is all about separation, you know. So that's what it is, man. And we just gotta keep living, man. Keep following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, man. Again, that's the true God, that's the true creator. All knowing, the all wise, the most compassionate. You know. But y'all give me just a second, alright? keep saying it, but I'm leaving now. I'm getting there. Destroyer, what's going on, brother? Ezra, you just said religion is a joke. Jew Islam gave me peace. I know the film said, keep up the good work. I was wrong. Sephardi. Jew. And Islam gave me peace. Okay. All right. I don't know. I didn't pay attention if he did say it was a clown. But check out the question I put up, and y'all can have a discussion about it. It's a good question. Go ahead. Feel free. Intermission. Intermission. Thing get a little bit more slushy up. Yeah, come on, say hi. Say hi to the people. It's okay. You the one that ran off. Look at the people. Say hi. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Say hello. You want to say hello? Are you mad? You one jumped off the bed. You're a good girl. You don't like to be picked up. That's the problem. See, she ain't playing. She trying to run away. Look, there she go. Sadia, yeah, don't start all this war. Let's not start the war. We don't need war. Let's get at least 5 people in here, and then I'll start reading the Quran, man. That way I don't fall asleep. Go ahead and get ding dong, ding 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 dong. He's the bed right here. All right. Well, let me get my glasses. I knew something was missing. Ding 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 dong. The people ahead, man. Where you going, man? You always going over there instead of just chilling over here. Yeah, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. Let's get about 5 people up in here, man. Hopefully we can get somebody else up in here. take the reminder, but don't assume you know my intentions. Let's assume the best out of our brothers and sisters. How about that? Alright? I don't want to be hearing y'all having exchanges. It's only 3 of y'all in here. We got 4 people. Let's get about 5 and then we'll start. Yeah. What's going on, Oshio? Welcome to the chat. Hey, it's best to have these on, cause the as you can see, the light is very, very bright, and I got a little bit of specks in these, so I can't really see that good. I gotta clean them. I hope that y'all Friday is going well though, man. You know, it's Friday night over here. To be honest, I don't even know if I'm doing it right. It's supposed to be on this side. This side. Excuse me. We got 6 people in. That's good. We're about to start. Read the Quran, all right? I'm gonna start. Okay, let's assume the best of our brothers and sisters. When I say that, I mean that. You gotta be respectful, bro. I get it. People come up in here and they want to break our character. We can't allow people to break our character at all. That's just not the way it goes. We should be the ones leading by example, especially responding to chats, to people's opinions and stuff like that. We should be able to do that. Anything can make a religion true. Nothing really exists. Everything is made up. Well, people can change history. People can withhold information from history. Things can be based off of trueness. I mean, Allah created this life, created this world simply for that. You know, there's truth and there's lies. I mean, there's always going to be something. So yeah, we all got our own opinion about it, and we could talk about it. That's the good thing about bringing up this type of question, and I love it. I appreciate y'all responding to the questions. It says telling people to be guided while acting arrogant kind of defeats the point of none. Sadia, you've been here before, right? All I ask from you is don't tempt the brother, okay? Don't tempt the brother because he gonna come back and forth. Y'all gonna go, and I just don't want y'all going back and forth like that because we're about to read the Quran and everything's gonna be all right. All right, I got a little bit. I can't get that. I'm trying to get that out of there. Keep putting my finger on that. So we gotta do better. You know, if people have their arrogant ways, they need to change. But there's nothing you could do about somebody being arrogant. I tell people ignore those comments, man. Don't allow your emotions get the best of you. Especially our Muslim brothers and sisters. We gotta get to a point, especially our Muslim brothers, like we gotta get to a point where uh we don't allow that. Brunson, welcome to the chat. What country are you chatting from? You say Sunni or Shia. I mean, I'm not with the sections, but I mean, I'm gonna go Sunni because I follow the Quran. Okay. But welcome to the Be Patient community. We are about to read the Quran. I'm just trying to get myself prepared and ready. And now we are in. We are here. We are there. 63. That's what's up. Uh-oh. There go my girl right there, Shanette. What's going on, Shanette? Shouts out to Shanette from England, man, from UK. Straight from the UK. She always come in here and say hello. Y'all welcome her in to the Be Patient community. Cause she always makes sure she say hi when I come in. Like I said, guys, you ain't gotta be a Muslim, bro. But one thing I tell you is just be respectful. You could come in and say hello and get a shout out. That's it, man. You want to question something? That's fine. You could do that too. I have questions. I bring up questions in the chat too. You know, we all have our opinions on things, and we have our discussions. So, it don't matter what you are, bro. I'm not gonna judge you based on the fact that your religion. But if you want to learn about Islam, we are always here to give you the basics. What's your answer, brother? What's your answer? What you got? Oshio. All right now. Uh, eight and nine. Why did why you hit it? Why did you hide Sadia? You could keep Sadia on, man. Don't hide people. Just let me know. You don't have to hide people. It cause problems. Just ignore it. Like I told you, ignore it. You gotta give me. You gotta. You get permission from me to do that. Um, Misunderstood about reverse is that we. I don't know. That's a good question, though. I definitely say that's a good question. Uh, man, man, that's a good question right there. Let me think about it, cause I think I'm gonna have to think about that one. Wolf, what's going on, brother? That's what I was actually looking for. You said to check, and I got distracted. I have innocence to you, Carlos. You said you will see people in general always. You know, Carlos. You said I would see people in general. Is that what you're talking about? I guess. I don't know, brother. I'm not sure. Hey, Sadia, behave yourself, okay? Please behave yourself. Don't be targeting people. Just stay to yourself. If you want to talk to us, be respectful. You know the game when you come in here. Otherwise, I cook you out myself. Yeah, I'm not sure, Osama. Most people think the religion is good. Okay, I found it. Most people think the religion is good, and it's not Islam. It's Christian, Christians or another religion, But for me, it's Islam always. If she or he died about what doing good and not bad. So I'm basically getting that you saying something about Islam. I don't know. I mean, like I said, we all have our own opinions about uh, what we think about what makes a religion true. Um, it's definitely a big question because we can go all day about it. But a lot of people believe they religion is true based upon maybe miracles, maybe the things that have happened in their life. You know, you get people that say they done seen Jesus in a dream, or you know what I'm saying. They seen him uh, in a near death experience. You know what I'm saying? Or they heard of Jesus, or it was Jesus that they talked to. Um, and maybe people think that is true. You know, and you read the Quran so many times, and then you realize how true that is. Some things in there, and you're like, man, this is true. You know, um, and that goes for any other religion. So everybody have their own opinion about it. And these whole discussions and stuff that we have on a day-to-day basis of religions is the reason why it still happens all the time. But like I said, we all strongly believe that our religion, and there's some people, most non-Muslims, like I said, I used to be a Christian. There's a lot of ex-Christians that really, really was confused. And if you are a Christian, let's just be real. Some of them Christians, they gonna look at the scripture, and then if you're very open-minded, you're gonna try to find out what the truth is, and then you'll get to Islam, and you'll be like, this makes more sense. You'll probably want to talk to somebody like a shirk, or you want to talk to, Sheikh Uthman, somebody like the Orthodox Muslim, Muslim Lantern, Ali Dawa, uh, Muhammad Hijab. You never know who you're going to want to talk to. You feel what I'm saying? So somebody gonna convince you that, and not so much to convince you. You got to be able to convince yourself. Go do your research, gain the knowledge of Islam, and then you'll realize, okay, well, Islam only they are monotheists, monotheists, and being a monotheist, we only worship one. That's it, one God. That one God created created Adam, right? That one God created Iblis and all of the angels, created the earth. You know what I'm saying? Everything was based off. You just gotta just do your research, bro. I mean, I could sit here and talk about it for a whole time, but there's a lot that I need to learn. But what makes me more curious about learning more about Islam is because I was so um, naive. I was so what would you call it? I was stuck on um, give me a second. I was stuck on just craziness, man. You know what I mean? Um, Not really knowing so much. I didn't know anything about Islam before I found out about it. I didn't know nothing about the Prophet Muhammad because that's what mainstream do. They keep that type of information away from the discipline, the Sharia law, all that stuff. And when you read it in the Quran in English, you understand that, okay, I see why we do that because of the way the world is and the free will that we have right now in the U.S. is just blasphemy. And it's crazy, man, because everybody is. I don't want to go into it because then we get into politics. But again, this is just some things that is just out of whack and it don't make sense. And a lot of us know that, you know, uh, being that a woman can be out in public and wear tights to where you could see through. I mean, it's stuck for the law, but this is what I'm talking about. You know, when we talk about Sharia law, we talk about the Quran in its finest. We talk about the appropriate way of a woman dressing and a man dressing. brother, a Muslim brother, and a Muslim sister. You, I mean, in Muslim countries, it may be a little different. Okay, it's different. You know, some Muslim countries, they probably a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't know that they're probably aggressive. They're probably abusive. And I'm not the one to sit here and talk about it. I'm not the one to sit here and say that that's what it is. But majority of the Muslims that we know follow the Sunnah, follow the Quran, and they are practicing Muslims. And they want to do better, to be close to the Most High. You know, we don't go based off our actions to Jannah. Okay, that's one thing I know. We don't go based on our actions. But you know, at the end of the day, we still live to uh, to give give good deeds. You know, outweigh our bad. So you know, and give to the people, bro. You know, I don't know. I know, but I don't know. And the good thing about not knowing is being able to learn and to share what you learn. All right. So I'm done rambling about that. Let's get into the Quran. We're still on chapter 4, which is woman. And yesterday I didn't get to even get into it because I was so tired, so tired. But wow, did I not read that? Well, let's read that then. I did read that part. I remember that. But I probably did read this. I just don't remember. Killing a believer unintentionally. That's deep. Killing a believer unintentionally. So we'll read verse 92 of woman. All right. It says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Killing a believer unintentionally. It is not lawful for a believer to kill another except by mistake. And whoever kills a believer unintentionally must free a believing slave and pay blood money to the victim's family, unless they waive it charitable. But if the victim is a believer from a hostile people, then a believer so then a believing slave must be freed. And if the victim is from a people bound with you bound with you in a treaty, then blood money must be paid to the family along with freeing a believing slave. Those who are unable, let them fast 2 consecutive months as a means of repentance to God. And God is all knowing, all wise. It's always good to repeat, especially when I know I read this the last time, but I didn't get. Uh, what's going on, Wolf? How you doing, brother? Diva, what's going on? Happy Friday. I saw that you said happy Friday. Anthony Vonder, welcome to the chat. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Alright, subscribe to the Bpatient community where we share the knowledge of Islam, the basics. Most of us know enough to get you to understand about the history of Islam and its prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, and go ahead, hit that like button, brother. All right. Killing a believer unintentionally. And whoever kills a believer in, intentionally, their reward will be hell, where they will stay indefinitely. God will be displeased with them, condemn them, and will prepare for them a tremendous punishment. All right. And then we go back, because this is just me going backtrack. That way we can understand where I was at. But random fighting, verse 94. O believers, when you struggle in the cause of God, excuse me, be sure of who you fight, and do not say to those who offer you greetings of peace, you are not believer, you are no believer, seeking a fleeting worldly gain. Instead of God, God has infinite bounties in store. You were initially like them, then God blessed you with Islam. So be sure, indeed, God is all aware of what you do. So always know, God has infinite bounties in store. And you were initially like them. You were initially like them. Then God blessed you with Islam. Alright? But we were initially back then like that. And know that He is all aware. He's all aware of what we do. Struggling in God's cause. Those who stay at home, except those with valid excuses, are not equal to those who strive in the cause of God with their wealth and their lives. God has elevated in rank those who strive with their wealth and their lives above those who stay behind with valid excuses. God has promised each a fine reward, but those who strive will receive a far better reward than others. Far superior ranks, forgiveness, and mercy from Him, and God is all forgiving, most merciful. There is not many Qur'ans, Diva, so please stop making that claim. Again, y'all come in here. I don't mind y'all being in here, all right? But don't be trying to make false claims. Don't make false claims in here, man. Because I watch everything. I'm very self-observant. I'm a good observer of what's going on when I look at that chat. So please, you asking, because I didn't see no question mark. Alright? I'm not playing. I'm gonna draw a line to a lot of stuff. I'm gonna draw a line to a lot of stuff. Sleepy King, sup then. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? Where you from? What you want? Alright? Don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. You know the rules when you come up in here. Alright, let's finish up. So this is basically what I read the day before yesterday. I don't. My old lifestyle has been behind me. Um, and that go for like friends, man. A lot of people that I used to hang with and stuff, I don't do that. When I'm working, I come straight home and I'm always about educating myself and, relaxing, trying to keep myself at a peace of mind. So, just a year ago, um, I was really big on my struggles with smoking, you know, and I cut that. I cut it. It's been a year, and I congratulate myself. It is so much better just to be sober. It is so much better to be sober. Your mind is much clearer. Your lungs is much clearer. Your body is much clearer. You know. So when I was feeling more anxiety, it was because of that, and I was always feeling like I needed that because I thought that that would help me with anxiety, and it never did. It never did. So once I made the decision to say, hey, you know what, I want to build my skill levels, but in order for me to do that, I would have to sacrifice these desires that I have. You know, so I kicked them to the curb. Again, I'm a man, so my sexual desires to want something or to want to do something, it comes up, and that's just me being honest. But I always bring it back to, hey, I want to be a better man. I want to be a better man, a better Muslim, and a future husband, a better future husband, and that's what I'm about. All right, is God real, Carlos? God is real. He created us. Why would He not be? Welcome to the chat, unknown. Welcome to the chat. God is real. God is not a man, though. I can tell you that. God is not a man. Do you think being a revert made your faith stronger in a different way? I think so. I agree. I believe, well, I agree. I believe that it did, um, Sadia. I believe that uh, believing in one God, that that one creator, that one sustainer, that all knowing, and the one that forgives, uh, made me much more stronger with my faith. Uh, um, the discipline of praying, worshiping the one true God, the discipline of putting my head prostrating 5 times a day, uh, saying do I maybe to myself or in one of my prayers, in each one of my prayers once in a while, is the reason why I feel like, yes, it is. It has been strong, very strong. You know what I mean? Um, and just reading more about the Quran is really getting me to be more clear, bring more clarity to to this life, man. It's bringing me more clarity, and now I'm to a point now where I'm like, I just want to live for the Akada. I really do. I don't live for this life. If one thing I can do is be here for my baby sister while she here, and you know, when she does get have her first child, I'm gonna be there for that kid too until I have my own kids. Inshallah that happens for me too. But I want to be here to share what the knowledge I have and the love and the experience I have too with other people. So a lot of that has a lot to do with me and my decision of being with Islam. and I can thank uh, the person that actually brought me to this faith. So yeah, I'm a strong. My faith is strong, man. What's something Islam healed in you emotionally or mentally? Um, it healed me from my traumas. And when I speak on that, I speak on the traumas of speech, uh, not being able to explain myself clearly, um, not being able to express myself the right way. Stand up for myself. So I would say definitely it has a lot to do with my mentality, my confidence, and the courage to be able to speak, not only to the people that I love around me, but to strangers, to being in a professional state and being able to speak to your workers, to the co-workers, you know, or your management team, and I'm still working on that. And I'm not perfect, you know, but one thing I know is I'm learning too as a savvy communicator. You have to allow yourself to shake, your voice to shake in order for you to get through and strongly be confident in what you're going to say. You know what I mean? But definitely it had a lot to do with my traumas. Uh, Definitely the traumas. I appreciate the questions, Sadia. If y'all have questions, I got answers. All right? Try to answer to the best of my ability. All right? But I'm going to continue. I want to read what I didn't read yesterday. But I appreciate y'all that come into the Be Patient community. And again, like I said, y'all want to know things. I'm always here to answer and stuff. Versace, welcome to the chat. If you got any questions, feel free. This is a Q&A, and I'm going to read, I could probably read at least 2 or 3 verses, and then I'll stop, and then I'll answer your questions. Know that I will acknowledge you being in this chat. I will even acknowledge you if you're being ignorant. All right? Because I'm going to ask you questions. I'm all about curiosity. That's what you do. I don't want to get rid of you out of here, or I'm not going to tell my mind to get you out of here until I feel like you are actually being a nuisance to my people in my chat. All right? So I care and love all of my people in my chat, even the newcomers that come in, all my brothers and sisters. You know? All right, let's get it. Verse 100. Migrating in God's cause. Bismillah. Whoever immigrates in the cause of God will find many safe havens and bountiful resources throughout the earth. Those who leave their homes and die while immigrating to God and His messenger, their reward has already been secured with God, and God is all forgiving, most merciful. It's great. Alhamdulillah. Shortening prayers. When you travel through the land, it is permissible for you to shorten the prayer, especially if you fear an attack by the disbelievers. Indeed, the disbelievers are your sworn enemies. Okay? So when we talk about disbelievers, it's a difference between disbelievers and non-believers. Okay? So when y'all hear that, non-Muslims, and for the new reverts, when you hear that, you know that disbelievers are those who know that this is the truth, but they're turning the back, they batting the eye and turning their head to the truth. And they, for some reason, they have some type of hatred to the fact that we believe in one God, we believe in the Creator. Um, but definitely, the fear should be to fear the Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. But one thing for certain, two things for sure, shortening your prayers for the fact that that could happen is one crazy thing. But that's somebody that's very bold enough to go into an area where they know there's a lot of disbelievers. All right, and then some of them they disguise themselves. Okay, a lot of them they put that mask on and they'll make you think that they believe, and you know what I'm saying. Next thing you know, they hypocritical and they go into other people that's saying they don't like Islam, all that kind of stuff. We know in our generation how it go. You know, you come into this chat and then you go into another chat and then you're saying all these bad things about Islam. We get it. We get it. All right. But again, I'm not here to judge. All right, we leave that up to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Okay. All right, next verse. Praying in a state of fear. Oh, this is a good one. Verse 102. When you, O prophet, are campaigning with them and you lead them in prayer, let one group of them pray with you while armed. In this right here, I'm believing that this has everything to do with the war, when they were in the war right here. So again, when you, O prophet, are campaigning with them and you lead them in prayer, let one group of them pray with you while armed. When they prostrate themselves, let the other group stand guard behind them. Then the group that has not yet prayed will then join you in prayer, and let them be vigilant and armed. The disbelievers would wish to see you neglect your weapons and belongings, so they could launch a sweeping assault on you. But there is no blame if you lay aside your weapons when overcome by heavy rain or illness. But take precaution. Indeed, God has prepared a humiliating punishment for the disbelievers. When the prayers are over, remember God whether you are standing, sitting, or lying down, but when you are secure, establish regular prayers. Indeed, performing prayers is a duty on the believers at the appointing time. All right, that's a great verse. And it definitely talks about the war, of what happened. You know, I'm glad because this is stuff I'm still learning. You know, I like to pay attention to detail. And this verse right here definitely talks about if we was in this area now, we have a lot of Islamophobes and Zionists. And due to some things that happened a couple months ago, where there was people putting bacon in these brothers and sisters' faces while they were praying out in the open. You know what I mean? And you know, you just gotta be careful. You don't know who you're gonna be around. These disbelievers, they willing to do whatever it takes. So you just gotta be careful. But I definitely like that one. And as men, we should not allow, as Muslim men, we should not allow those type of people to come around and be around our sisters and disrespect our sisters. Because to me, that caused me to go into war. That caused me to become defensive. Because you are a sister to me. Alright? I'm not going to play that. I wouldn't even play that about my brethren. But I would tell my brethren, stay strong, brother. Don't allow your character to get, don't allow your character to be broken down by a disbeliever. Someone that is definitely a crab in the bucket. I'm just being real. Alright? So let's get to the next verse. If y'all can, man, let's get those likes up to about, let's get the likes up to about 20. Let's do 20 likes. We got 5 more people. Come in here. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Be Patient community where we read about Islam. We read the Quran. We have discussions about Islam. And if you don't know about Islam and you're getting the wrong type of information about Islam, this is a good place for clarity. You know what I mean? We do not go against the grain with other religions. All we do is speak the truth. You know what I mean? You have to go and do your research, because if you are misinterpreting what your Bible or your scripture is saying, then you need to go and do more research. All right. Further as the Quran, if you think that we got 1,000 books or whatever you want to say, you need to do your research, gain knowledge, have an open mind and an open heart. All right, remember that. Verse 104: diligence against the enemy. Do not falter in pursuit of an enemy of the enemy. If you are suffering, they too are suffering. But you can hope to receive from God what they can never hope for. And God is all knowing, all wise. So it says here, don't falter in pursuit of the enemy if you are suffering. Because you just got to understand, like, people are going through stuff too. You know, the enemy is going through something. And this all has a lot to do. When I look at this verse, I think about, you know, what a person is going through. You know, they could be an enemy of you because obviously they still battling with themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's mainly what it brings up, is that it's, you know, they go through a lot. I mean, they go through a lot, bro. But the thing is they not getting closer to Allah, and that's the problem. They're not getting close to God, and that's the problem, man. All right, next verse. Justice to a Jew. Indeed, we have sent down the book to you, O prophet, in truth to judge between people by means of what God has shown you. So do not be an advocate for the deceitful, and seek God's forgiveness. Indeed, God is all forgiving, most merciful. Do not advocate for those who wrong themselves. Surely, God does not like those who are deceitful, sinful. They try to hide their what is this? Oh, deception. They try to hide their deception from people. Again, I was just talking about this. But they can never hide it from God, in whose presence they plot by night what is displeasing to him. And God is fully aware of what they do. Here you are, you believers are advocating for them in this life. But who will dare to advocate for them before God on the day of judgment, or who will come to their defense after sin. Whoever commits evil or wrongs themselves, then seeks God's forgiveness, will certainly find God all forgiving, most merciful. And whoever commits a sin, it is only to their own loss. God is all knowing, all wise. And whoever commits an evil or sinful deed, then blames it on an innocent person, they will definitely bear the guilt of slander and blatant sin. Now that's crazy. hmm So that right there, it tells you, bro. It tells you automatically. You know, you should already know. And this is something that non-Muslims got to understand. Christians got to understand. You know, you talk about a man dying for somebody's sin. Why would he sacrifice his blood, sacrifice himself for somebody else's sin? Okay? When God is continuously forgiving you, when you turn back to him, okay? And this is the most merciful. This is the creator that created Jesus, peace be upon him. Isa, Saleh Salam, peace be upon him. All of the other prophets, okay? He's going to forgive you because he is the all forgiving, all right? The most merciful. So pay attention. If you in here, you're a Christian. You want to know about Islam, and if you want to come, you come with your statements and whatever you got going on. Put that down for a second. Put that down. Put down all the beliefs of what you're thinking about with Christianity. Come and understand about the Quran and what the Quran is really, truly trying to tell you. All right? There is no disrespect, nothing about abusing a woman, nothing about sleeping with a child. It has nothing to do with anything in this book. And I'm going to guarantee you, every single day that I read this book, it don't matter how many chapters I go, I can even read the book and go back over it again. Because that's exactly what I'll do. That's how we learn to recite these verses. You know, what I'll be doing once a week too is I'll be learning a verse from each chapter. I learn a verse and I recite it in Arabic in a video, and I try to do it best I can. I get better at it, and we'll just go from there because I want to show what I learned. This is my journey to being a Muslim. Okay. Okay, so we just finished with the first page, chapter 4, woman, verse 110. We'll go into the next page. If y'all got any questions, go ahead. I'll give it. Let's give it about 5 minutes, and then we'll go back into the Quran. Okay. So what do we have going on in the chat right now? Somebody speak to me. Somebody talk to me. What's going on in the chat? 9, GB. What's going on, GB? Somebody give me an update. What's going on in the chat? If y'all new to the stream, it looks like we only got 10, the same 10 that we had If you have forgot, go ahead and hit that like button. All right, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And what are you guys talking about? Because I just read a full on, maybe, how many verses did I read? One, two, three, four. Six. So I read about 13 verses. All right. Within that, what type of information did you get from it? You know what I'm saying? What did you get from what I read? Okay. So we can summarize. I've summarized as I went. Okay. I appreciate that, GB. So I'm sticking to the fact that I was reading from the beginning of the Quran, and I want to go front to back, and then I want to do it again. You know what I mean? Because again, this is, to me, I feel like the Quran is pretty much about the life itself. You know, my brother. Uh, Definitely, man. It definitely talks about the West and what's going on. It definitely does. It's very important to all Muslims in the West. And I feel like as I read it, I'm getting I'm getting more detail about uh, the way of life and what it's saying. You know, and not so much of what happened 14 years ago, or maybe 400 years ago, however it go, but just how it states what is going on with today. So, so I'll give it about 5 more minutes, 4 more minutes, and then we'll get back into it. We'll get back into it. I don't know what I mean. What's up, Lou? You decide to say hello to everybody? Huh? Yeah, let me let you go too. You say hello to everybody. I can't. I'm going. Hold on. Hold on. After this next page, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the question. All right. So y'all be prepared to answer that question and have a discussion in the chat about it. If y'all got a question for me, again, go ahead, feel free, and ask to the best of your ability, and I'll answer to the best of mine. Who do I think the Son of Man is? I believe we are the son of Adam. We are the sons of Adam. As Muslim brothers and sisters, I don't know what you mean by that. You hit me with that. Now, what did you ask again? You said, who do you think the Son of Man is? I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say. You might have to. You may have to put it in a different type of term. But from what I'm telling you, we are the sons and daughters of Adam and Eve. All right. Saudi, what you wrote? You said what's something about Islam that you can't fully explain but deeply feel. Something that I can't really explain but I deeply feel. I don't think so. I don't know. Something that I can't. I don't know. I don't. I haven't thought of that. You know what I mean? I don't think I really have anything for that. Who was the Son of Man in the furnace with Ab the Nago? I can tell you. Okay, then. If you know, then go ahead, brother. Tell me. Tell me, Sling. By the way, welcome to the chat, brother. Because I can only give you the belief of what we believe. You know what I mean? But like I said, sharing something from the Bible is not really, uh, what do you call that? I mean, you could do it, but you ain't showing me no proof. I don't really care. I'm just being honest. Like, you don't really listen and read to want to know about the Bible. There's an angel of the Lord, and the angels, and the angel of the Lord, and angel of the Lord, and the angel. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it, brother. It's rising, brother. I changed my name. I figured it was you because of the profile. Okay. Luna, you got sharp nails. That hurts. You gotta stop doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna cut your nails soon. Freaking nails, bro. Stop sticking them in me. Be a loaf or something while you on me. Put your hands inside where your chest at. Look like a loaf. Keep them away from my legs, man. Trying to stick me for my paper. All right. Look like we passed our time, and we got a little debate going on, a little discussion going on in the chat. So we're gonna continue, and we're gonna go right in to verse 113. If you're new to the stream, we are reading the Holy Quran, chapter 4, woman. All right, grace, God's grace, God's grace to the prophet. Verse 113. Had it not been for God's grace and mercy, a group of them who have sought to deceive you, O prophet, yet they would deceive none but themselves, nor can they harm you in the least. God has revealed to you the book and wisdom and taught you what you never knew. Great indeed is God's favor upon you. Secret talks. There is no good, there is no good in most of their secret talks, except those encouraging charity, kindness, or reconciliation between people. And whoever does this seeking God's pleasure, we will great we will grant them a great reward. Opposing the messenger. And whoever defies the messenger after guidance has become clear to them and follows a path other than that of the believers. We will let we will let them pursue what they have chosen, then burn them in hell. What an evil end. Unforgivable sin. Surely, God does not forgive associating others with Him in worship, but He forgives anything else of whoever he wills. Indeed, whoever associates others with God has clearly gone far astray. Alright? That is verse 116, chapter 4. Okay? Again, surely God does not forgive associating others with him in worship. Okay? We got to understand that. And this is the reason why I say that I believe strongly about Islam, because that makes a whole lot of sense. You know, he's the creator. Why would we worship a man and then worship him? That just don't make sense. Makes mistakes as well. He's a human. He's a human being. You know? You trying to pay attention to this stuff. Because the one thing y'all want to know is about the Quran. Oh, is it corrupted? Because they think that we're being disrespectful when we say that the Bible's corrupted. But are you really being honest about looking at your scripture and seeing if they are corrupted? Because if somebody's saying that, you're not just saying it to say, I don't like your religion. We don't want to, we stand against it. No. No. We see it. This is the reason why majority of the Christians became Muslims. I'm talking about majority, but it's a bunch of them. Okay? Right, let's get it in, man. I read that. Secret Talks. You know. Satan's allies. Instead of God, they only invoke female gods. And they actually invoke none but a rebellious Satan. Uh, Cursed by God, who said, I will surely take hold of a certain number of years, number of your servants. I will certainly mislead them and delude them with empty hopes. Also, I will order them, and they will slit the ears of cattle, and alter God's creation. And whoever takes Satan as a guardian instead of God has certainly suffered a tremendous loss. Satan only makes them false promises and deludes them with empty hopes. Truly, Satan provides them nothing but delusion. It is they who will have hell as their home, and they will find no escape from it. Reward of the believers. And those who believe and do good, we will soon admit them into gardens under which rivers flow, to stay there forever and ever. God's promise is always true, and whose word is more truthful than God? Did I read this? I don't think so. Doing not wishing. Divine grace is neither by your wish nor those of the people of the book. Whoever commits evil will be rewarded accordingly, and they will find protector, no protector or helper besides God. But those who those who do good, whether male or female, and have faith. I don't know if I read that whole verse. I probably did. Whoever so evil will be rewarded according, and they will find no protector or helper besides God. But those who do good, whether male or female, and have faith will enter paradise and will never be wronged, even as much as the speck on a date stone. All right, Abraham's way. And who is better in faith than those who fully submit themselves to God, do good, and follow the way of Abraham the upright? God clothes Abraham as a close friend. All right. Caring for female orphans. They ask you, O prophet, regarding women, say, it is God who instructs you, rewarding instructs you, rewarding them. Instruction has has them ready, been revoked in the book. It says deprived of their due rights, but still wish to marry, also help less children, as well as standing up for orphans to Ryan, orphans' right, and whatever good good you do is certainly well known. So we can stop there for that side. All right, we'll come back and get another one in as well. All right. Yeah, Diva, you be all over the place when you come in here. We try to ignore you, but you just continue to bring that. Yeah, I could do. Okay, we're gonna get a few more, and then I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it, y'all, because I'm getting tired and I don't want to keep falling asleep. You know what I mean? What did he get timed out for? A nine. Why did you time out? I think Sling was on path. What did he say? Did he say anything? Because I can't see. I can't really see. Yes, half of them, man, they come up in here. They want to see how we gonna react, bro. We can't give them the benefit of the doubt at all. We cannot let them get us down, man. Yeah, then he needed to be curved up out of here. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy work, man. It's crazy, bro. That's how they be, man. That's how they be. But hey, if y'all got any questions, let me know. It's getting late, so let me go ahead and get my behind on up and head on over there to the room. both. Oh man, jump in that motherfucking bed. I don't know if I want this fan on because it be stuffy in here. I'm turn that motherfucker off. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see what's going on with this. I might try to order me some from Amazon. What y'all got going on in here? All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and close up the live. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all stopping by, and we will definitely do this again tomorrow. Be going to see my sister tomorrow. Not much, brother. Lost. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Diva always acting like a damn diva, for sure. Um, I believe that's gonna always happen every time uh he come in here. So yeah, that's for sure. You too, brother. You take care. All right. Peace, peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and